Introduction to Generating E-Invoice in Tally and Business Scenario. In this topic, you will be introduced to the steps involved in generating E-Invoice in Tally. Let's start by understanding why the business software should be integrated with the invoice registration portal. Such an integration ensures a smooth transition for businesses to the e-invoicing system. This is where Tally comes into play. It is well known that Tally is a recognized GST Suvidha provider. Thus, Tally uses the GST Suvidha provider route to communicate directly with the invoice registration portal. Generating an e-invoice with Tally is extremely simple. It requires a one-time setup, which means you can start generating and printing e-invoices within seconds. It gives you the flexibility to generate reports the way you want. There are just 3 steps to do this: enable, record, and print. You can send the invoices through Tally directly to the invoice registration portal. Once they are authenticated by the portal, Tally will receive the invoice reference number directly from the invoice registration portal. You can convert it into a QR code along with other invoice information and update the invoice accordingly. This QR code can then be directly printed on the invoice. Additionally, Tally will help you to generate an e-way bill number for applicable transactions and record it in the invoice by receiving information directly from the invoice registration portal. Now, let's look at a business scenario that elaborates this and work on it using Tally in the upcoming videos. Dakshin Electronics Private Limited introduced GST e-invoicing in the business applicable from 1st January 2021 and mandated to issue e-invoices to all the B2B supply transactions. Let's proceed with the topic to see how to record GST transactions and generate e-invoice using Tally.
Now let us understand the process of generating e-invoice without e-way bill with the help of an illustration. Let's start by recording sales voucher for accounting intrastate outward supply of goods with GST and generating e-invoice in Tally. The first step is to activate e-invoicing feature using Tally. As you are aware, GST e-invoicing feature is already activated for the company. You can check this by clicking on Alt-K, Company, and select Features F11. Now click Ctrl-I, More Details, and press Enter on GST Details to view the company GST Details screen. Here you can see that we have already set the option e-invoicing is applicable to Yes. Accept the company GST details screen and the following company features alteration screen. Now as an activity, let us record the given intrastate inward supply transaction. As on 4th January 2021, Dakshin Electronics Private Limited purchased these goods from Pooja Appliances Karnataka on credit. On recording this transaction, the completed voucher appears as shown. Since it is an intrastate transaction, central tax and state tax is applicable. Press Enter and accept the voucher. Now let us move to recording intrastate outward supplies. As on 5th January 2021, Dakshin Electronics Private Limited sold these goods to Bhavani Enterprises Karnataka on credit. To record this transaction, go to Sales Voucher. Make sure that the voucher is in item invoice mode. Now change the date as per the illustration date. Select the customer ledger in party account name field. In the sales ledger field, select Sales Account Ledger. Under name of the item, select the stock items as per illustration and enter the quantity and rate. Similarly, select the next item and enter the respective quantity and rate. Select the central tax ledger and the state tax ledger. Now, enable the option Provide E-Invoice Details. Once the statutory details screen appear, enter the e-invoicing details and place of party and press Enter. Then accept the voucher. Tally will automatically ask for generating e-invoice. Click on Yes. In the e-invoice login screen, enter the valid username and password and then press Enter. Here is a note for you. If the username and password is wrong, you will get an error showing incorrect user ID or user does not exist. Now let's get back to the e-invoice. Here you can see that the upload status of exchanging data with the e-invoicing system. Once the invoice is uploaded to the invoice registration portal, the invoice registration number details are updated in the voucher. Now, press Enter to continue. This brings us to step 4, that is, printing the tax invoice with e-invoice details. Since Dakshin Electronics Private Limited is supplying taxable goods to another registered dealer, they have generated the e-invoice and issued it to Bhavani Enterprises. To print the tax invoice with e-invoice details, click Alt-G, go to, and under Common Reports, select Daybook. Select the sales voucher number 9, dated 5th January 2021. In the sales voucher alteration screen, click Alt-P, Print, and then select Current. Before printing, you can preview and verify the details using the option I, Preview. Press F4 to zoom in if needed. Observe that the invoice reference number, acknowledgement number and date, and QR code is captured automatically in the tax invoice. In Tally, without following multiple steps, a one-step solution is provided to generate the e-invoice. The same details also get captured in the sales voucher. Go to the sales voucher alteration screen and set Provide e-invoice details to Yes. Doing so will get the e-invoice details filled with invoice reference number, acknowledgement number and date. As on 8th January, Dakshin Electronics Private Limited sold the following goods to Rakesh Enterprises located in Bengaluru, Karnataka on credit. On recording this transaction, the completed voucher appears as shown. Press Enter and accept the voucher. Since the recorded transactions are outward supplies, you can view the tax implication of this transaction in GSTR 1 and GSTR 3B. How to record outward supply and generate e-invoice without e-way bill. Let's proceed to the next section.